Good morning, family. How are you? For those of you who know me, good morning, I love you. For those of you that don't know me, good morning, I love you. Let me start by introducing myself, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and my mission. My name is Lisa Colston. I am the proud mother of Vince Colston, aka YBN Fresh, aka Fresh the DJ. A little bit about our backstory. My son, at 20 years old, was hit by a car while riding his dirt bike in California. At the time, we were living in Atlanta, Georgia, and he'd been in the music industry since he was about 10 years old, DJing all over the United States, outside of the country as well. They went viral with the group that he was a part of, started touring the world, and September 16th of 2020, the accident happened while they were living in California. We took a flight out to LA, met with the doctors, and were told that they were not sure if he was going to make it. He had swelling and bleeding on the brain, and they needed to remove the brain immediately. I'm sorry, remove his skull immediately to allow swelling for the brain as well, and to um, stop the bleeding. Well, after being in the hospital of 11 months, about 11 months, he defied all odds. They said that he wouldn't walk, he wouldn't talk. He was on 24-hour dialysis, 6 chest tubes, tachycardic. The end result, well, which is not the end, currently, 4 years later, he has relearned how to talk. He was in the wheelchair for about 18 months, maybe, and on a cane for about a year after that. Now he walks with no cane. He has hemiplegia, which is paralysis on the left side of the body. He is not driving right now. This is December of 2024, because of the peripheral vision was lost due to the brain injury. However, we have faith that Jesus heals all. After this incident happened with my son, we sort of gained a pretty big following on social media, with families reaching out. Hey, this has happened to my son. This has happened to my nephew, my father, my husband, my daughter, my cousin, my friend. How can after I found total passion and purpose, and just a desire to help. I'm a certified personal trainer right now. I am an activist. I am an advocate. I'm a human rights advocate certified. My goal is to help people. I have established a nonprofit organization by the name of Operation Refresh, and I've recently opened Refresh Specialty Gym in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, the goal for the gym is to help traumatic brain injury, stroke, and any life-altering trauma survivors to regain strength, confidence, independence. I've built a safe haven here for those alike. And I'm just bringing forth awareness, because in situations like this, people leave, especially when it happens to someone younger. We think that, the friends would sort of stick around, but I understand people have their own lives, and no one owes us anything. I owe it to my son, and we owe it to ourselves for recovery. I also feel like we owe it to other people. I have been having major issues with finances, because I came in this with nice savings and great credit. And I'm just being transparent as I've been. My major platform is Facebook, but Facebook is tending to allow AI to dictate how their platform is run. So I've decided to transfer over to YouTube and continue our journey here. The gym is called Refresh Specialty Gym, and we're located 3465 North Desert Drive, Atlanta, Georgia 30344 Suite 440. Phone number is 404-343-2527. Please feel free to reach out to us if you are in the area, you'll be visiting the area. If you know someone in the area that needs assistance in recovery, rehab, mental health is so very important. And our main goal here is to focus on the mental health first. If you're mentally strong, everything else will fall in place. But if you're not mentally strong, you can't be physically strong. So I said that to say this. I would like to show you guys the facility. We do have a team of interns that are not here today. A couple. But let me show you guys not only my mission and our purpose, but just to sort of be encouraging to someone who has been told that they've plateaued, someone who's been told that there's nothing else your gym or your doctor's office can do to you. So entering the front entrance, as you enter, you see the lobby. Yes, it's our grand opening. You will stop here as a member, log in with the receptionist, enter your phone number, have a seat, and one of our techs or team members will come back to get you. Once you come in, the first place you will go, and yes, I'm walking by that because this is not what you'll experience first. It will be this room. First off, what you do is you come in and you need to be stretched. Stretching is so majorly important. The very first thing that you do when you come in here, you're going to be stretched. Get you a nice 30-minute massage, 30 minutes of stretching to sort of loosen the muscles. After stretch, we'll come in here, and everyone's exercise plan is a little bit different. So after stretching, you'll come in here and do one of the 6 exercises. That's from this room. Everything that I have here, I basically took a picture of the equipment that was used in physical therapy centers and hospitals. So all of this is hospital grade, physical therapy grade equipment. We also have a amazing electric automatic parallel bars for those that we will assist in regaining their mobility and regaining independence as far as walking, standing, taking steps. There are a few other pieces of equipment, guys, that we do not have in here at the time that we're working on. So just bear with us as God sees it fit. We're going to definitely make it happen. So yeah, each team member will assist every person that comes in here that needs assistance. If you don't need the assistance and you'd like to come into the gym, it's definitely open. My goal is to provide this as a nonprofit service. I don't want people to have to pay to come in here because it's extremely hard. When we were going through this with my son, we had the finances, but we do understand everyone doesn't have it. And just because you don't have it doesn't mean you shouldn't get it. So that's my goal. After you work out in here 30 minutes, no one is going to come here for a 15, 30, 45-minute session. We ask that everyone that comes through this door stays a minimum of 2 hours. 30 minutes stretching, 30 minutes in this room, which is cardio, and then we'll come to this room. If they need assistance in standing, we'll work on the standing frame. If they need assistance in upper body strength, we'll work on strengthening in this room. If they need assistance in hand therapy, memory, hemiplegia, we'll work in this room. Say hi to Sandy, guys. Hello. So Sandy is in here familiarizing himself with the hand therapy products. After hand therapy, there's also music therapy. So the last 30 minutes is spent in this room. 30 minutes is spent in this room. 15 minutes of absolute quiet and 15 minutes of laughter. So we at the times that we don't have members in, we watch a lot of videos. We look at a lot of rehab and recovery. The team is dedicated to learning. The team is dedicated to, it's our mission to help absolutely everyone. We focus on resolution and solution and progress and not the diagnosis. So this is the final room. So we keep this one warm and we keep it pretty dark and quiet. And then here's the stretch room. We also have an area, guys, in the back that we use. We have a podcast called Life After Trauma, and where we film, we interview surviving traumatic injury surviving victims. And yeah, here's our break room. Okay, so here is our gym manager, is Angel. Say hi, Angel. Hi. Angel's back here working on, I don't know what she's working on, but she's working. This is the area, again, guys, that we host our podcast in. And yeah, if members are in some days and, just want to sit back and talk, that's the room that's for. My goal was to make this gym, this facility, a safe haven, a happy place, a comfortable place where it's like no other. I understand, yeah, you can go to the gym. It's usually pretty rambunctious in there, and that's okay. We tend to have, even if we have 5 people come in a day, I'm okay with that. We're moving slowly, and it's in God's time. I really wanted things to just jump off and the gym to be packed full of people, but God is not doing that. He wants special people in there. I was having a struggle with finding employees. Sorry, I was having a hard time with finding employees. I can't afford employees. How can I have employees if we don't have funds we're not charging people? So how are we getting money? Well, the goal was to have sponsorships and grants. After applying over 2 years, every month, every week for grants, we have yet to receive one. And I'm okay with that. It's in God's time. So we really go specifically, guys, on donations. The good thing is we have interns that we don't have to financially pay, but we definitely need to have people in so the interns can actually do their internship. It's not easy. It's not. None of this. This has been the most traumatic experience that I've had, and it's life altering. However, it's so rewarding to be able to give back in this capacity. It's so rewarding to see someone that has been told the same thing that we were told. This is it. You know, your loved one won't do much better than this. It's so rewarding to see them accomplish something so major, as in progressing. Consistency is the key. Do you want to come to this gym once a week? That's not consistent. You won't see very many results. Twice a week. If you're doing something at home consistently, if not, you won't see very many results. 3 to 4, 5 times a week is consistency. My son, fresh and to this day, even though it's 4 years after his accident, he's very consistent with his workout pattern. And at this point, we no longer call it going to the gym or going to the therapy. It's literally going to work. Okay, Fresh, what days are you going to work next week? I'm going to work Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to be off Wednesday, and I'm going to work Thursday, Friday. So in his mind, I'm set. I know what I got to do Monday morning. I got to get up. I got to, get there, and I got a couple of hours to put in. Not only does that help his physical, it definitely helps his mental. The brain injury, especially when it's traumatic, is devastating to the body. But consistency and growth and motivation definitely amps up the progress. We really have no days off. When I'm dealing with new members, clients, family, I call social media my family, and I'm contacted often. Yes, I'm eager to meet everyone that contacts me. However, I just can't. So here's a facility that's in Atlanta. If we can get you in for 5, 7, 10, 14 days and work with you, and I'm sure that we can see some type of progress. I don't think plateau and recovery is a such thing. I think if you constantly work at it, consistency is key. I think if you constantly work at it and you have a good support system, all things are possible. But it definitely takes you showing up for yourself, showing up for your loved one every day. And I know caregiving is hard. It's hard enough to feed someone, several times a day, prepare food, bathing, medication, and then therapy on top of that. But it has to be so consistent. The same way with eating. If you're going to feed them every day, their body needs to do something and move a lot more than the normal person who doesn't have the inabilities. So again, here's our facility. That's my goal. We're in a state of, we are really trying to keep the doors open. I've been here since March of 2024. 8 months. I've paid an excess of $3,000 a month to be here, and we have yet to make one dime. That doesn't say it's over, because delayed doesn't mean denied. I'm just having to figure out how to get grants, how to get community support, to keep the doors open and to continue to help people. Because I need for you to understand this. This that happened could happen to anyone at any time. No one is exempt. It was an accident. Accident happens every day. Go and do the research in your area and see how many people have a traumatic brain injury in your zip code, how many automobile accidents, how many strokes, how many freak accidents, how many slip and falls, how many fall off roofs. Like, these things happen every day. You don't really hear about them because it doesn't affect you. That's where I come in, bringing forth awareness. Yep, you know someone that may be down, that may be in a wheelchair, but I want you, every time you see that person, I want you to think about what that person actually has to go through. Do you really think that they want to be in that wheelchair? Absolutely not. Who helps them get up? Who helps them get dressed? Are they really independent? Do they need help? When you see someone out in a wheelchair and you know that they're paralyzed, especially from the neck down, you know that they may have one hand that they can operate enough to drive. How do you think they got in their wheelchair? Not by themselves. There's a caregiver that's back in the background somewhere that's doing those things. That's put them in the car, put them in the van, brought them downtown. Because I see people downtown LA all the time and I'm thinking, wow, there's no one else around. You have to think about, how did they get here? Even if they're traveling, it's dangerous to cross the roads. All of that stuff really I never thought much about it prior to my son's accident, but I can't stop thinking about it now. The independence of people, like what can I do to help them regain their independence? And even though there are some people that's wheelchair bound that don't leave the house. They deserve the same thing, the same independence to be outside, living a life that's prosperous. What would you want for someone to do for you? That's my thing. I treat people the way that I want to be treated, point blank, period, at all times. And that's why it's so near and dear to my heart, because once I see and meet a survivor, I immediately want to help and get them to the position that my son is. Am I satisfied with the position that he's in? I'm not. He walks with no cane, but there's still very little movement on his left side. So he pretty much drags the leg, pretty much holds the arm. We're not satisfied with that. And this won't be it. You keep watching. If you saw the position he was in last year, look at the difference from this year. Year before last, the wheelchair. He said, I'm sick of being down this low, looking up at people. I need to be up. I want to look a man in his eyes. That meant so much. Well, do it then. Fresh, let's do it. Then with the cane, I don't want this. I don't want to have anything to hold me down. I don't want to have to hold anything. Well, do it then, Fresh. Anything that he puts his mind to, he does it. And I'm right there behind him, pushing him every day, every day, every day. I don't even really have to push him that much. He motivates me. We're self-motivators. And this is our purpose, and this is our passion, this is our journey, and this is our mission. I'm going to say this and I'm going to end. I always knew that this was my purpose. But it was definitely confirmed. Again, I have confirmation all the time. And I kept thinking, my son's accident happened on 9/16, September 16th. Go and look and see what 9/16 says in the Bible. And I literally just put, what does the Bible say about 9/16? What chapter? I didn't ask it a chapter, and it came up, Exodus 9/16. So I went there and I looked, and it says, I raised you, yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. I raised you. Let me get me some clear understanding. Explain 9/16 to me. So I went deeper, kept reading, and it says, and I quote, Exodus 9:16, I saved you to show you how real I am. Now you must go and tell the world about me. I'm done. Listen, go Google it. You all know his accident happened 9/16. Google it. Exodus 9:16. I saved you. Some of us say, I saved your life. Some of us say, I spared you. So you will know how real I am. And I am the one. Now you must go and tell everybody. So do you think I would dare not go and tell everybody? Do you think we would go and not help everybody? Do you think that we would go and not share with everyone? No. God is real. We've showed you. So I want you guys to remember, no one is exempt. But faith without work is dead. Keep the faith, just the mustard seed size faith, because faith can move mountains. But faith without work is dead. You can say that you're going, I want to do this, I want to do this, I got the faith. If you ain't putting in the work, sit it down. Failure is never an option. You can sit down, but don't stay there long. And remember, nobody owes you anything. You owe it to yourself. All right, I love you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Again, we're totally nonprofit. Everything that we have here is on donations. I don't have a job. This is definitely my job. I still live in California. I decided to open this in Atlanta. It was more affordable, but thank God for shout out Frontier Airline for my $25 flights back and forth. You can't get an Uber for that much. But again, my goal is to have this one up and running successful, and I'm coming to a city near you. It's why not? This is our mission. We do have a PayPal, we do have Venmo, we do have a nonprofit page that's set up with Facebook. We do have a website. It's Op Refresh. So the business, a nonprofit's name is Operation Refresh. Incorporated, and our business info email is info@oprefresh.org. We have a cash app that's Refresh Gym, GYM, the number one. You'll see my husband's name, Victor Colston, but it's our business cash app, and that's Refresh, the dollar sign Refresh, spelled just like that, REFRESH, the number one. Refresh Gym 1 is our cash app. All donations are so appreciated. We did our first assessment on a young man yesterday who will be our first member of the gym, first client. He is 18 years old. He was hit several times. He was shot several times. He's defying odds. He survived, and his goal is, I want to stand. I want to walk. I don't want to be sitting in this wheelchair either. I'm 18 years old, and my goal, my team's goal, our goal is to get him in here and show him the same thing God told us. I saved you so you can show and tell the world how real I am. And I know God gonna work through us to help people, like for real. I try to go back and pin or tag the donation apps. Guys, it's desperately needed. I kind of stress every month around the 15th, because I'm like, okay, 15 more days, now rent's due again. Just until we can get open. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna end it. I really feel like I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the lottery, because signing up for a not a sponsorship, grant is like the lottery. So many people apply and just a couple get it, or so many people, try for the lottery and only one or two people win. And that's pretty much how a grant is. I'm sure the grants that we apply for, maybe thousands of other people apply for them. And God hasn't brought us this far to just say, okay, that's it. No, He's kept us standing. He's kept us standing firm. He makes it easy for me to go and visit people. If you have someone that you feel like could use our assistance, please tap in. Sometimes you guys can't come to us. We may be able to come to you and just show some things that we do and some techniques that we used. As a personal trainer, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a physical therapist, occupational therapist, speech therapist. I've researched a lot of these things. I'm a personal trainer, and I'm a mom, and I'm a person that loves and genuinely cares for people. And I'm a person that so easily put myself in other people's situation. And I probably do that a little bit too much, but I put myself in other people's situation because I'm really compassionate and I'm really understanding. Like that's it. All right. I love you guys. Y'all remember, again, faith without work is dead. Failure is never an option. Nobody owes you anything. But please treat people the way that you want to be treated, because you are not exempt. Talk to y'all later. Bye for now.